Welcome to Here's What's Cooking, and today we are going to make goulash in the Instapot. I am going to use frozen hamburger meat right here, and I'm going to cook it first in my Instapot because I love how it just drains the oil, and it just drains it, and it's so much easier that when I cook it frozen, it's so much easier just to pull out, smash it all up and break it up and then put it back in the pot, and then that's what I'm going to season it. But for right now, the only thing I'm going to do is stick it in my Instapot where it's still frozen. As you can see, you can still see the ice on that, but we're going to stick it in the Instapot. And what I'm going to do before I do that first, I have my just a trivet, and I have my I don't know what you call this little thingy, but it helps when I cook my hamburger meat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these down with Pam first, so that way they're easier to clean, because I found that when you go to wash these after I've cooked meat with them, they're very difficult to get the meat out. So I'm going to spray them down with Pam. Here, let's take a look. Okay, so you can see my setup. I had the red thing, and I have this trivet, and I have both trivets because I don't want the hamburger meat in water at all. All right, and all I'm going to do is cook the hamburger meat by itself, because what I'm trying to do is cook it first. I will add it back with the other ingredients when I make the rest of the goulash. But for right now, the only thing I want to do is just cook my hamburger meat. I'm not going to season it right at this point. I've got about 2 cups of water in here, and I'm not going to season it at this point. The only thing I'm going to do is just cook my hamburger meat, and then when it is done, and then I'll cook it for about 25 minutes. Then when you want to make sure that your seal is intact, that it's all ready to go, that you have your knob and it's set to sealing and not venting, that there's nothing here to obstruct that works well, and that you've got your little reserve on the side, so that way it can catch water. This little thingy right, that little thingy right there, you want to make sure that that's in there and ready to go. Easy peasy, that's it. All right, so now that I've got it going, I'm going to press pressure cook, and I'm going to set it for 25 minutes. Immediately when it's done, I will do a quick release on that. Now I'm going to pour some rice, about a cup of rice in here. I don't particularly wash my rice. You can wash it beforehand. I never have. And I guess that's just a matter of preference. What I'm going to do now is just pour some water in here. I don't want to cook this with broth or anything, because it's going to go inside the goulash, and so I don't want it to be too flavorful. I kind of want it to be the medium balance, because I'm going to put sauce and spices with the hamburger meat, so I kind of want this to balance that out. Now I am going to put salt in this one, salt and garlic, because I don't want it plain either. I do want it to complement the other spices that are going in the dish as well. So I'm just going to put some salt and garlic in there and mix that up just a little bit like that. Now normally I would cook this for 7 minutes. I'm actually going to put 4 minutes because I still want it a little firm, so that way when I cook it with the goulash, it's not going to be all mushy. Okay, now, so the meat is done, the rice is done, I did my natural release, it's already ready to go. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look what's on the inside. I want you to see why I love cooking my hamburger meat frozen in the Instapot. Nice and intact. So I'm going to stick that into a bowl, and then check this out. Look at that. All the oils right there. Yuck. So, okay, so we're all chopped up now. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in here into my little, not my little, but my big boy here. Get him all filled up again. Now I've got my rice. Here, and I've already seasoned it just a little bit, so I'm not going to season it again. And this is about 4 minutes of cooking it and natural releasing it, and it's still kind of firm. But you just put that aside there, mix this together. Go ahead and put some oops, some beef broth in there. So I'm going to season it again one more time, just for, and not as much as I did the first time, but just right here I've got zucchini, squash, onions, and bell peppers cut up, and I'm just gonna slide those in there. And it takes a little bit of effort to make that blend easy. Okay, so I've got that done. I'm gonna stir this up right here. All right, so I've got my rice, and now I'm going to pour my tomato sauce in there. Rinse that out with a little bit of water. So I'm getting all my tomato sauce. Put that in there and mix that around. So let's go ahead and put some canned lima beans in there. To me, when you make goulash, anything goes. It's just one of those great leftover throw together dishes. And the Instapot is perfect for that because it just allows you to make it a one pot meal and set it and kind of forget it at the end. Okay. Thanks for watching Here's What's Cooking. I'm so glad that you could